Hi, my name is Izzy Rose, and I'm a singer or an artist, um, songwriter, and I've been singing for my whole life. I wouldn't say that I've had any specific influences or other than my direct family. All of my family has been listening to music ever since I was born, and so I've been singing before I could even remember, and it's just kind of trickled along the way. So I don't even really initially remember why I started singing. I just know that I've always been doing it. I feel like before I used to create just based on like my immediate emotion, and so I wasn't really able to write about other things. It would just be like if I'm happy or sad, I can only write about those things. But for the past few years, I've been enjoying more like stepping into other people's shoes and kind of writing about fantasy. It could be a song about something I've never experienced or never planned to experience, but I can find a way to relate to it. Um, I try to write music as much as possible, so it basically just is a matter of like how I feel at the time. If I have anything on my mind, then I'll write about it. But if I don't, then I'll usually just try to conjure up some kind of topic or idea that I haven't touched on yet. In a large way, for sure. When I was a lot younger, I didn't really know how to cope with my anxiety as much, and so I had a lot of like stuff built up. It's okay if I cuss, by the way. I'm okay. Because when I say shit built up, I didn't want to. Okay, so I feel like I've just had a lot of shit built up, and I didn't know how to express it. So I would sing, write songs, and it would make me feel better. Um, or just like if I was angry, I would write, and then I could maybe translate it into a song, whether it's like poetry or just songwriting. Um, but yeah, it's definitely very soothing for me. Like the act of writing, singing, listening to music, creating it. Um, I feel like as much as it's also soothing, it's also very enjoyable. And so that can also help with, therapy and therapeutic type things. I would say that it evolves like every day. I try to get better every time I make a new song or write something new. I would also say that where I'm coming from to do the music is coming from a different place. So it's not necessarily just like, anxiety or I'm upset. Like it can very much come from a place of joy and excitement. And then also the fact that now I am working towards goals rather than before it was just doing it for the love of it. I'm still doing it for the love of it, but I am also trying to work towards something. So progress and trying to make things better every time I work on something. I wouldn't say that my style's changed very much because I've always been kind of into everything. I've never really stuck to a genre. Every time, if you go through all the music I've made, I've probably made like every single type of song, except for maybe like a country song or something like that, or a really hard rock song. Even at that, it's like I've dabbled. Um, so I would say that I still approach it in the same way as like it's a feel thing. I just make what I like. I don't necessarily have something that I want to stick by. Once I find something that I like and that it works, I'll keep doing that. And then I'll find another thing that I like and work on that. But yeah, I would say that that hasn't really changed. um, I'm a pretty bad perfectionist, so I'll sit on stuff for way too long. Like I could write a song and then it'll be almost done, but I want to perfect it, so I'll sit on it for the longest time because I don't know how to tweak it or what it's missing. And I'll delay things a lot. I feel like so I have to give myself like due dates so that I can work on things and get them out on time. Um, I would say that challenges they're not really hindering me. It's more of like keeping me on my toes and just making sure that like I don't stay stagnant. I wouldn't say that there's like anything negative though. I've just been trying to keep going. Okay. Well, one big thing for me was like getting played on Hot 99 because I listened to that station my whole life. I was born here, first generation, so I listened to the radio ever since I was born, basically. My parents would play that all the time, so I was listening to that radio station for as long as I can remember. And so to be able to be on that and hear myself on it was a huge deal. And also like tell my parents that was fun. That's actually something that they could comprehend. That it was like, oh, okay, shit, she's doing something cool. But it was yeah, that was like very significant. And then also another thing was doing a short set at Blues Fest. Um, that was very fun and also very significant because I had been going to that music festival probably since I was like 14. Um, and yeah, very blessed opportunity from Leah Cloud. She brought us, me and a few other artists on stage and let us have a few uh, a few minutes of our own, and that was very like it was a very memorable experience for sure. I'm never gonna forget that. It definitely made a like it left a mark on me in a positive way in the sense of just realizing that like people coming together just because they like the same things or not necessarily like the same things but they're passionate about the same things, they're working towards similar goals, and it was just that plus community that ended up making this work out. There was no other reason as to why she had to or wanted to bring us all out other than just like for the name of art and music and community. So yeah, yeah. I think that's just like a you thing. Like I think it'll be a personal thing, because like I didn't start making music for other people. I made music for myself and only myself. No one else saw it. And then once I started putting it out, I realized, okay, maybe some people like it, and so maybe I will post music for other people now. But it started just for myself, and it still stays for me. When I make it, it's for me. When I put it out, I feel like it's more for other people. But when I'm making it, it's it's just for me. And then I become a little less selfish and I put it out for other people. But I would say that everybody finds their own balance. I wouldn't say that there's necessarily a right or wrong answer. Yeah. Well, I'll go based off of like what other people have told me before. And also, I guess from personal experiences, the way that I connect to music is different. It could be from the instrumental, it could be from the lyrics, it could be, like what, like a lyric that I just took from the song. And a lot of the times I feel like people come to me at first because they like my melodies and stuff like that. They find them soothing. Um, and so I feel like that's like the number one thing that I get. Another way that I think people can connect to my art or do is within my lyrics, because a lot of people or a lot of times people will ask me what I mean or like try to translate, or they'll tell me what they think it means, which I love because I love other people interpreting it in their way. I don't put it out for people to interpret it necessarily how I want to. I know people are going to interpret it whatever way they do. And so that's a way. If I write a song about flowers and they listen to it thinking about like it's about love, like that's their way of connecting to it, and I am not mad about it. I would prefer that. I am planning on hosting a few more events next year. Um, I've hosted probably about three now, like three star methods, and I want to continue doing those. I feel like they're a very good opportunity for just the community, new artists, local talent. Doesn't matter like really what kind of art. I'm trying to make it like multimedia, multifaceted. Everyone can kind of come in and join and show off or sell or do what they do within the creative scene. So that's one aspect that I think I'm definitely looking forward to evolve and expand on. In terms of just my personal music, I'm excited to drop more. I haven't dropped that many songs. I'm a perfectionist, so I've been sitting on a lot of music, but I'm perfecting it now and working on music videos to like drop along with those, and that I'm very excited about. I guess just focusing more of what I have because I have a lot in the vault and it's been tucked away for a really long time. Um, some of the songs are like 4 years old, but I'm still super excited to be able to drop those and show people exactly like my progress or where I've come from or all the different types of styles and genres that I can do. I mean, the cliche, like stay true to yourself, do you, like stay on your own timing, be humble. I mean, if being humble is not doing you, then take that with a grain of salt. But I would say be humble. Um, appreciate the resources that you have around you, take advantage of those, and also, you know, make do with what you have. So you're not always going to have all the funds or the best equipment, everything like that. But it's like with everything that you have, I'm sure that you can make something beautiful. Look up YouTube videos, whatever that is. Ask people, ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask around for help because I rather ask questions than be like stay stagnant or go downhill. Um, but yeah, I would say just all of those things. Thank you for having me. My name is Izzy Rose. It was a fun time doing this interview, and shout out In Bloom Studios. What'd you say? In Bloom Studios for having me. Thank you.